guys, welcome back to another day of Vlogmas. So today has not gone at all like I planned. That is life, that's okay, but that's part of Vlogmas and vlogging is I'm just gonna share it with you. Today I was supposed to be going this morning and doing a posing session with IFBB Bikini Pro and Olympian Jerry Berger. She's helped me out before. So I was gonna meet up with her in town and we went to the gym this morning and lo and behold, our car started smoking, like smoke coming out of it. Like not full on, but like we were able to like pull over and I don't know what it is, to be honest. Like I'm not a car person. It wasn't like a fire or anything, but like we started seeing like this, it was like kind of like the warning sign of like, yeah, you better pull over because it's gonna get really bad fast. So that happened and we sat there and you know, at that point we are on the west side of Oahu and I was gonna have to be driving all the way into Waikiki, Honolulu area, and so that wasn't gonna happen because now we are leaving for Manila shortly and now I have to get my car fixed. My parents come out like 4 days after we get back from Manila, so that's gonna be nuts. So we just have a lot of things. Shows are kind of like weddings when it comes to like just expecting that something bad is gonna happen. Like, I don't wanna say bad, but like something is not gonna go to plan, so you have to like remain flexible and understand like it's okay. So today's story time is brought to you by the circumstances of life. I'm gonna tell you guys about crazy competition stories. So some of them are kind of like the car, because for whatever reason I have bad luck with cars, I guess. And then one of them is kind of funny. The other one's just super embarrassing, but all right, so first story, I was going to go get my hair done right before the last show that I did, and I have extensions in right now. My hair's about this length, but it just adds a volume, which looks really great on stage. And so I went to go get in my tape-in hair extensions, and first of all, I had some hair extensions already, and I was just gonna clean them and take the tape off and clean all of like the residue off. And as I'm cleaning them, I bought this new solution to like take it off. It started like eating away at the actual hair weft itself that holds it together. So I'm a few days out from the first show and these hair extensions were from my trip to Europe. So I'm cleaning them and all of a sudden I'm like, oh, like one completely pulls in half and I'm just like, freaking out because I live in Hawaii and there's only a set selection of things out here. There's so much out here, but like if you need something now, your options are very limited. So a lot of times you have to order things in or just wait for them to come in. So I'm like, oh my goodness. I need to find bleach blonde 20-inch hair extensions. So they don't carry as many of the blonde like hair extensions out here. So I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't know what to do. And I was looking online and I found a website that like could potentially do overnight shipping, but even if they say overnight shipping to Hawaii, it's never overnight shipping. It's always like 2-3 days. And so anyways, I ended up calling Sally's Beauty Supply. They ended up having it and I like had them hold it. I'm like, I will be in like the end of the day. And so they're like, okay, we'll hold it. And so that was like crisis averted. Or so I thought. So anyways, I got brand new hair, which then cost me like hundreds of dollars more, even though I had hair already. So I was just kind of like, oh my gosh, budget-wise, this is blowing my budget. So I have to buy all new hair, but it's brand new. It's got the tapes on it, perfect. Like I don't have to do anything. So my friend who was gonna be putting in my hair, she was just like, okay, yeah, I'll help you out. And so I was driving, well, my husband was driving over to her house and she had some other stuff going on, some family stuff going on that like pushed our appointment later anyways. And so at this point, it's like 9 o'clock at night that we're meeting up to do my hair. So it was like a Thursday night and then Friday morning I was going into town and then I was gonna do like all the check-ins and all of this stuff for the show and get registered. So Friday was kind of shot and she worked Friday. So this was our only time to do it. And then we're on our way and all of a sudden we just start hearing like this insanely loud like banging sound, like just over and over and over. And I'm like, oh my gosh, what is it? And I knew it was the car, but I didn't know what it was. And we're on a place where we can't even pull over right away. So luckily we ended up getting over, and the tire from like the tread on the tire was like eroding. It was like pulling off. So I think we hit something that might have sliced it. I don't know, but there was like this big slice of the tire tread. So the tire was intact, but the tire tread was going around and like hitting the side of the car so loud. So luckily we turned around and made it home, which was nice and safe. And then we grabbed our other car, going over to her house like at like 10 or 11 at this point. And so that was absolutely nuts. It ended up turning out great. My hair looked great, all of that stuff, but it's just like kind of crazy, all the things that went wrong with my hair leading up to this like event. All right, so the next story is going to be the time that a mirror broke the day of show. And not just broke, just wait for it, guys. Just wait for it. So it's the day of the show. This was like years ago. This was towards the beginning. And I was getting ready in my friend's hotel room. And so there's tons of girls. There's like a lot of her teammates there and stuff like that, people I didn't know. And my sister and I, we were like, hey, we're not staying at that hotel, but can we just, you know, use your room to get ready in? So we're in her room and I'm sitting on the ground. So there was this mirror that was like propped up on this shelf, and it was like one of those stand-up mirrors like from Walmart that are pretty cheap, but it was propped up on the shelf. And then so I'm sitting on the ground getting ready and like putting on makeup and trying to put hair extensions in and whatever, because the room's really crowded, but I was thankful to have the room. And all of a sudden the mirror falls over. It doesn't just fall over, it falls over and smashes on my head and shatters. So everyone in the room turns and looks at me and is like, oh, are you okay? And I wasn't hurt, like I didn't get cut or anything, but I was shocked. I was so shocked, and I was like so embarrassed. And yeah, so talk about bad luck. Like not only having a mirror break, and I'm not really superstitious, but having a mirror break, like 7 years bad luck, but like on your head the day of a show, like who does that happen to? This girl. That stuff happens to this girl. Like, let me tell you guys. Like, I have a life of those sorts of moments, so I should share more with you guys. Give this video a thumbs up if you want to hear more of my crazy, like, story time, like, life embarrassing moments, and I have so many. I have so many. All right, last one. This one, in my opinion, is the best one. So we were, again, getting ready for a show, and I have to go get spray tanned. So spray tan, if you don't know, like you're completely in the nude. You're just completely naked and you're getting sprayed with a super dark spray tan, and they do multiple layers. It's like, it's not a normal spray tan. Like if you put water on it, it's gonna drip off. So anyways, we're getting this spray tan done, and the way that tanners set up their rooms a lot is they'll put tarps everywhere in the room just because they're in a hotel room. And if they get that spray tan, that overspray, and it goes all over, they're gonna get charged for it. So, and side note, there's nothing against the spray tanner. She's a really nice lady, and I don't know if she'll be watching this, but if she does, she's a really nice lady. And it was just, I think this was her attempt at like not ruining the room. But she had everything set up. We go in, and I've already booked this, like you book your tan and everything like ahead of time. And so we go to spray with her, like, and she has 2 booths set up outside on the balcony. And this is a balcony that is overlooking this enormous pool in Waikiki. And so we're naked, standing out in there's me, and then there's my sister in the booth next to me. And so we're just standing in our separate little booths, totally naked, getting sprayed on the balcony, just out for everyone to see. And we were like up quite a few floors, but I checked later, and you can totally see on the balconies. You can totally see. Now you have to like look up and be like trying to look up, but like Anyone could have just looked up. The thing that makes this worse, there's two things that make this really bad. One, it was nighttime, so she needed a light to see. So there was a spotlight on me. So I'm naked. I'm getting spray tanned. There's a spotlight on me. I'm on a balcony overlooking like this gorgeous resort, okay? So the last part of this story that just makes this so epic is the fact that down below, and I could see them, so I know if I can see them, they can see me, right? Down below, there is an entire, like, huge event, some sort of international, like, business event. So there's business professionals all over down by this pool. And I was just like, at this point, like, what am I gonna do? I gotta get sprayed, I gotta dry, I gotta do this. And I was like, I don't know. I was like, well, I guess this is gonna be a story. And it really was. So like I joke and I'm like, yeah, there was this one time I was on the balcony naked in Waikiki, and that is why. So that is my crazy competition stories. There's seriously so many more. I've done probably roughly like 15 shows across like different federations. So I have a lot of stories, and I've had a lot of funny things, a lot of like crazy like mess up things that you just can't plan for. But if you're watching this and you've competed, or you're going to compete, or you want to compete, whatever it is, or you never want to compete in your life, like just like know that these things happen, life happens, learn to laugh at yourself, and just, if they do happen, just know you're gonna have some great stories, and you guys can put it on a Vlogmas video yourself. All right, thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe to my channel if you guys wanna come back and watch more. I'm doing an entire series of Vlogmas. If you guys have been with me so far, I really appreciate it. Hope you guys are loving it. I'm loving recording it. I'm having a ton of fun, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.
This Christmas will be some